Over at the National Galleries of Scotland, a few visitors had taken an interest in the painting of The Battle of Pyramids by Phillips James D. Lutherberg. The little boy walked up to the painting, leaving the clutch of his father's hand. The boy asked his father.
Hey Dad, what's the story behind the painting?
The father took a good look at the painting and back at his son.
Well, my boy, it was when the Napoleon invaded Egypt to capture Alexandria and fought the Ottomans in Egypt 200-something years ago. But he did something that some French people won't forget.
General Napoleon stands in the middle of the small encampment that had taken place days before they went to capture Alexandria. He stood proud of himself for taking control of the idea, and proud of his soldiers for accomplishing it. But, not too far, his General Chief of Staff, Louis Alexandre Berthier, felt that this campaign was not going to end well. Louis approached Napoleon with anxiety washing over him.
Monsieur Bonaparte, I feel like it would be best to return to France now.
Napoleon turns to him, confused about Louis' wishes.
But whatever for? We captured Alexandria, and we have to send platoons of men to explore the land to assure it isn't dangerous or something.
But it has been days since we sent over our first navy company to inform the king that we'd captured Alexandria. Do you think something bad had happened?
Napoleon ended up getting frustrated and remarked,
Calm yourself. Louise, we will be fine, and I'm sure of it. Don't push it. We are okay.
Louis would try to keep standing on his ground, but just went back to his map. Then, over near the shores, a French port swabber was busy swabbing the floors of the deck of the naval vessel, till something caught his eye, the British flag, Union Jack, flying sky high from afar on a galleon. The swabber dropped his broom and ran to the admiral in a panic, fixing the smashed belt. The swabber got to the admiral and yelled his name in a rush.
Admiral, British ships. They are coming for us.
The admiral reached for his monocular and spotted the British flag. As he caught sight of it, he leaned down to his swabber. Okay, go to Bonaparte and report this to him. He'll know what to do.
Yes, Admiral.
The swabber nodded, fixing his tricorn, and started to run round the entrance of the base encampment. As a corporal and private of the 1st Regiment caught sight of the swabber, they stopped him and questioned what was the urgency in his tone and look.
General, I have news from the front. The British ships. I spotted a Union Jack on the horizon. They had a galleon and 2 brigantines, armed. I must tell the general.
The swabber ran to Bonaparte, held his tricorn to his chest, and asked to speak.
Your Greatness, may I have permission to attract your attention?
Bonaparte nodded,
You may speak.
awaiting what the low rank has to say. The swabber reported.
The British found us with a galleon and 2 brigantines attacking our navy. If we do not act, we could face casualties and capture.
Bonaparte seemed baffled and enraged. His men rushed to the docks to seize the situation, and his soldiers got to each side of the camp to prevent the British from taking their position. But Bonaparte had other plans to Louis.
I'm retreating over to the other side of the land to head to the grenadiers where they are holding position in case of an emergency. On my command, they'll rush in to catch them by surprise.
Louis nodded.
Got it. I'm going to make sure the rest of the men are prepared to retaliate. And may God bless our souls.
So he decided to stay back to make sure they could assist with the issue before the British could make it worse. The French swabber ran back to the port to fight off the British with his navy company.
For France!
But Napoleon had other plans, crueler plans. He decided to look for a boat in hopes of escaping Egypt, to save himself and to leave the others behind. 35 minutes of the small battle that just happened, Louis looked around Egypt for Bonaparte in a panic.
Where's the blasted man? He was supposed to be with the Grenadiers.
Louis asked the locals of Egypt, but they had no clue, or who he was at all. Swabber got frustrated.
When I told him what happened, he ran away. He left us to die?
Then the returning group of soldiers and a corporal return to the encampment after bringing their mates from the inner city, just to find everyone's panic before then sighing in defeat.
Later, the French troops that were left on the island had returned to the Egyptian vessel and had told the other French civilians that Napoleon had left him to die, that they should revolt against him.
Is that why Napoleon was hated?
Basically, it is, my boy. He was hated because he betrayed his own kind.
Oh, okay, then can we look around more, please? Please, Dad?